everyone, welcome back to our distance learning. It's me again, teacher Jenny. Okay everyone, how was your first day of distance learning? Did you meet or did you see your classmates via virtual or Zoom or LARC meeting? Well, that's great everyone, and I hope you can continue that with your teacher. So, what day is today? Okay, so let's continue everyone. Today is Tuesday, August 3rd, 2021 or 2021. Now, for our first session, today we are going to study Listening Express 3. So, everyone take out your textbook and let's start. For our first session, everyone, like what I've said earlier, we are going to study Listening Express 3. And Unit 1, all about bugs, on page 9. Before we proceed there, everyone, let's talk about these 8 new vocabulary words. And before that, everyone, last time we talked about 5 vocabulary words. So those are the beetle, spider, ants, ladybug, and bugs. So those are the 5 vocabulary words that we studied yesterday. Now, the same unit, everyone, let's talk about new vocabulary words that we have. Now, here's our first vocabulary word, harmless. What is harmless, everyone, based on your understanding? So you can comment down below for the meaning or your understanding of harmless. Now, harmless is not able or likely to cause harm. Meaning, for example, I have a puppy and that puppy is harmless. But you are afraid of puppy or let's say dog. Now, do you believe if I say that don't worry, you can touch my puppy, it's harmless? Meaning that dog or that puppy can't bite. So it's harmless. So that is the meaning of harmless. Now let's move on to number 2, bite. Bite is use the teeth to cut into or through something. So you use your teeth to cut something, to bite your food, to bite something. So that is bite. Next is pest. Pest is a destructive insect or other animal that attacks crops, foods, or livestock, especially with the farmers. These are the insects that usually farmers hate most because of these insects, their crops or their plants might be ruined or broken. So those are, or this is pest, mean. Now, number 4 is important. Important is a great significance or value. So, what do you think is the most important thing that you have? Of course, maybe you can say your mobile phone because it's important to use for your distance learning, right? Meaning that is, or your cell phone or mobile phone or smartphone has a value. That's why you call it important thing. Next, let's move on to our 5th vocabulary word, insect. As you know already, we talked about this one yesterday already, insect or bugs, right? Now, insect is a small arthropod animal that has 6 legs and usually or generally 1 or 2 pairs of wings like butterflies, dragonflies, beetles, ladybugs. So those are the kind of insects that they are talking about. Next is number 6, crawl. Crawl is you use your arms and your knees, especially for the babies. So this is a move forward on hands and your knees. Next is number 7, sting. A small, sharp, pointed organ at the end of the abdomen of bees, wasps, ants, and scorpions. So those are the things that you have to be careful of, especially with the bees. They have that sting, like a sharp thing behind their body. So you have to take care of that. So that is part of their body. That is the thing to protect themselves. Yes. Next, let's move on to our last vocabulary word that we have is interesting. Interesting is a curiosity or interest holding or catching the attention. So for you to be able to catch this lesson, it should be interesting, right? Yes, to be able you to understand our lesson, our topic should be interesting. So that is interesting. You're able to have a curiosity, or what is the topic all about? You have question on yourselves. So meaning you are interested of something. For example, how does it happen? I'm curious. So meaning you are interested, right? Okay. Now, those are the new 8 vocabulary words that we have, and that is also in our listening. Now, let's start our listening with words to know A. Now, words to know A, you are going to listen and write each word, then match with the meaning. So, are you ready, everyone? So, let's start.
Words to know A. Listen. Write each word. Then match each with its meaning.
Number 1. Pest. Number 2. Harmless. Number 3. Important. Number 4. Bite.
Alright, everyone, so that is our first listening for this lesson. Track 2, words to know A. Now, let's answer this part A in the whiteboard. So make sure that you listen this first track, everyone, and let's find the answer. If your answers and my answers are the same, okay? You can check this answer straight to this video, and you can check your answers by yourselves. So let's start, everyone. The first word that they said is what? It's a pest. Pest is what? Pest is a living thing that causes problem for people. So the first word is, what's the first word, everyone? Pest. So let's write the word pest, and the letter is letter B. Next, number 2. What's the answer? The number 2 is harmless. And harmless is unable or unlikely to hurt someone. So the same in our meaning. Yes. So our number 2 is harmless. And letter C. Now let's move on to our number 3. And number 3 is important. Important is having a lot of power, or letter D. So important, number 3, and letter D. And the last word is bite. Bite is to cut or tear with the teeth. So number 4 is bite, and letter A. So these are the answers for our part A, words to know A. Now let's move on to our second listening, part B, or words to know B. Listen and write the letter and word for each picture. So you know already how to answer this part B, right? You're going to look at the picture write the letter and write the word as well. So let's start.
Words to know B. Listen. Write the letter and word for each picture.
A. Oh no! A bee landed on me. Ouch! It left an itchy red bump on my hand. B. The baby cannot stand, walk, or run yet. This is the only way he can move around. C. This book is great. The story is exciting, and I want to read it all the way to the end. D. There are more of these on Earth than any other animal. There are over 6 million kinds.
All right, everyone, so let's start answering words to know B. Now, for our number one picture, what picture is this? These are insects. So let's write insects, everyone, or insect. And this is letter what? Letter D, correct. Next. Number two is interesting. Like what I've said, you want to research something and you want to know something because of your curiosity. Now, this number two is interesting. And interesting is letter. What letter, everyone? Number two is letter C. Okay. Next, number three is, this is kind of bee or wasp. So this is sting. You see the sharp pointed behind or the bottom of this bee? So that is what you call sting. And sting is not a drink, okay? So this is a part of the body or, yes, a part of the body of the animal. Sting. And this is letter, what letter, everyone? So this is a letter A, correct. And the last picture is crawl. Very good. Crawl is letter B. Okay, so these are the answers for words to know B. Now, let's fill in the blank with the correct words for our words to know C. Now we have sting, harmless, important, and pests. Now, listen to teacher, everyone, and write down the correct answer for these sentences. Number one, the principal has something blank to say. We should listen. So you are curious to know what is this. The correct answer is what? The principal has something important to say. We should listen. So the correct answer for number one is important. Okay. Next, number two. Don't go near that hive. What is hive? You know what is hive? Hive is a place where the bees living. Yes, so this is hive. Now, let's read one more time. Don't go near that hive. I don't want a bee to sting you. So, let's write the word sting. Alright, next. Number three is ladybugs are very welcome in gardens because they eat garden pests. So that is the correct answer. So again, everyone, number three, ladybugs are very welcome in gardens because they eat garden pest. Okay, so the correct answer for number 3 is pest. Number 4 is that cute little raccoon is not blank. Its bite could hurt you. Meaning this is harmless. It's not harmless as the sentence it says. So the answer is harmless. That cute little raccoon is not harmless. Its bite could hurt you. So the correct answer, everyone, is harmless. Alright, so these are the answers for our Part C, Words to Know Part C. So everyone, don't forget to remember our 8 new vocabulary words for this lesson and our listening as well. So you can check your answers right after you listen or you see our answer in our whiteboard. So this is the end of our first session, everyone. Stay tuned and we will continue our second session later after 15 minutes break. So I'll see you again later, everyone. Goodbye.